So in the previous episode of High Score Girl, we saw the return of Oono. Haruo realized that even though he thought that he's improved and that he could finally stand on equal grounds as Oono, he finds that she is, in fact, on a whole different level. But, you know, that just means that he's still got plenty more stairs to climb. He's still young. I mean, he's like third year in middle school now, so he's at least 13 or 14, I think. So despite the power gap, he's still got, you know, many more years to train and be able to get on her level and all that. Meanwhile, Oono is a little mad. She's a little upset, but of course she's the person who's not going to say it out loud if she ever says anything. So, did I say Haru? Well, anyways, Yaguchi. He's trying to figure out what Oono's mad about, although this in particular he isn't sure about. And you know, when Yaguchi isn't sure about something, I'm also am not sure about something, because I start thinking about stuff like particularly what is Oono mad about, and then I start backtracking on myself. Anyways, I had assumed at some point that Oono might have seen Yaguchi with Hidaka, because Hidaka has been hanging around Yaguchi, and Yaguchi hasn't realized that Oono's been in the school this whole time until Onizuka told him about it. But yeah, somebody confirmed that for me, so I thank you to Wairu Senpai, or is it Wiru? Anyways, I do have my full-length reactions up on Patreon, which you guys can check out in the description down below. I'm also very far ahead in the Patreon if you wanted to come check, but also this is like episode 7 or something, so this is technically going to be... Anyways, we're gonna get started. Is Final Fight, a 4-player, or...? Yeah, well... First he made Oono upset, and now he's made Hidaka upset? The fucking boy who's just so focused on games, he doesn't realize he's got 2 girls gunning for him. Man, just want to play games! Just fucking tell him that you want him to come over and play K-op. K-op? Co-op? Ooh, Oono's coming on over. Or never mind, she's just walking past because she just wants to take a glance. Play video games. Well, that too. Yeah, she did say them towards the end, at the end of the episode. You see his eyes just... Come on, Hidaka, you gotta fight. That was her? It was Oono? Yagi's just like, alright, I gotta go, see you later. Oh, she's just on a different plane, huh? My aunt lives in America! It's just hanging out in the gym during lunch. Stimulates my appetite. You know, I thought about... Is it like the 80s or specifically the 90s? That's like a lot of these like gamer magazines, because the internet hasn't really been established, or at least hasn't been as far out as it is now, you know? Like, you don't particularly need magazines, you can just Google it. So Oono's coming in while he's just out here reading some magazines. What the fuck, dude? He's just witnessing a fucking confession right here. Right? This guy is just... Oh, got the wingman. He has like the fucking front row seat too. Why would you want to go fucking see a movie as a first day? Anyways. She hadn't even said any. She didn't even shake her head. She just then why fucking come here where there was a whole bunch of people? You're the one who fucking Yeah! Damn, they're really out here starting to pick a fight with him. He's just here to read his magazine. How should I know? Mm-hmm. We're rivals. Oh. A thorn in my side. After you said that she was a thorn in your side? He was ready to get hit. His body just like, oh my god, ah! She literally doesn't tell me anything. I know. Yeah, I wonder, huh? I love that they just have ashtrays here. Alright, better not be Ono. You son of a... This man just took off the... Why are you gonna fucking confess to her? No, probably not. How about you actually fucking talk to her first? You can't just turtle when it comes to love. It's the same fucking guy. This man just never gets fucking good. No wonder he says, let me borrow it, huh? So what if he did, huh? Not your fucking problem. Well, unless it's against school rules, I mean, I get it, but... No, of course he did. Of course he brought it. He brought a whole fucking set! What a baller. But isn't that the fun part? You get to play games in a whole new setting. What, you've seen your fair share of Kyoto in games? You know, I feel that. I played so much New Vegas and Fallout 4, and I remember when my trip went to Las Vegas. Or when I went to New York, but that specific area that Fallout 4 is based on. What do you mean you can't get sick? Alright, no need to fucking shame this man. Well, at least he lets him keep the change. Oh my god, how many... Is he gonna be fucking left behind? I swear to Christ. And now both of you guys are gonna be fucking... Can you fucking work any slower? How long are you guys gonna be stuck here for, huh? Now Numata's not gonna get his fucking soda. Does soda or drink really help with motion sickness? Where did you get this bag? You should have gotten this bag before. Oh, you only spent 1,000... Wait, a 5,000 yen, isn't that sort of like $50? You didn't have to come out of the train, Hidaka. Falling rocks! Oh my god. Well, yeah, let's like put it on the games. Or, you know, as long as he knows how to put it to good use and get some fucking revenue out of that, doesn't matter if he's not good in academics. Gotta make the best of everything, huh? Even if, you know, this shit happens. I'll be honest, if this shit happened to me, and I find that, and especially if I didn't have a cell phone at that time. Ooh, royal milk tea. I forgot to say, like, how nice of him to buy drinks for everyone, though. Well, maybe you should ask him, and he'll say that it's, well, actually, no, she already knows that Oono is the one who played the Akuma. Again, she didn't have to come off the train, you know? She did it off her own volition. How the fuck did he get there so fast? Wow, nice. Oh my god. Shave ice and arcade? Holy shit. I was gonna say, like, his eyes are shining, but it's not on you. Oh, he's inviting you. Mm-hmm. Oh my god. 2 players? Damn, dude. I don't even remember if I said, like, if I finished that whole thing of, like, if I had gotten lost and I had no phone. I mean, I'd probably be freaking out. What, you don't want to split? Mm-hmm. A hot night, guys. A steaming hot night of just the boys playing video games. What, you gonna talk about how you were hanging out with Hida? Oh, she's upset. Oh, you're going out with arcade with other girls? Come on, my guy. I really wanted to show you. You want to put your anger out on here? Ooh. Her anger gauge. Oh. How did you fucking... Was it... How did you... How did you... Oh, she must have fucking come in their room because their room probably don't have a lock or something. It's one of those slidey doors, right? Slidey doors don't... Wait. She didn't even drink this royal milk tea? The fuck, dog? Don't tell me you're gonna fucking keep it as a keepsake, even though I technically have one that's just like that, but how dare you do that? Also, the whole getting lost thing, and how, like, I mean, it's probably relatively fine, right? Because in Japan, you've got, like, a good transport system, and, you know, they were just going by bus, and they were walking down, like, you know, places. They knew where to go for the most part, to go to Kyoto. But, like, I don't really want to get on the bus. It's a little too dangerous for me. Osaka? There's an arcade under the Koshin. Isn't Koshin, like, the fuck? It's always the one thing that, like, baseball players are aiming for when it comes to, you know, the Japanese baseball games. They're always trying to get there, because that's where all the big fucking games are. Anyways. What was I talking about? Getting lost? Oh yeah. I actually have a fear of getting lost. It's... It's because I got lost once as a kid at church, of all places. I remember I couldn't find my parents at the time, and, you know, there were so many people at church and everybody was leaving, and it was like a really big crowd, and I was a kid at that time, and I didn't have a phone. Well, I mean, there probably weren't really, you know, phones. Well, I mean, there probably was. Anyways, I don't know my timelines at this point. But yeah, I got lost, and then I have issues with being, not left alone, but I have issues of not being able to find people, and especially if I don't have a phone, but for the most part, because of that issue, that trauma, or I suppose, I always make sure that I have my phone on me, but the moment I feel like I've lost my phone, I start freaking out, because, you know, without my phone, I'm practically a lost child. I have no sense of direction. I can't figure out where the fuck I'm going, so... Anyways, trauma time over. We're gonna go back to the center. Alright, so that was episode 7 of High Score Girl. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments down below. You know that I always like talking to you guys. For me, I thought that this was a pretty nice episode, you know? They're heading to Kyoto. Well, they're in Kyoto now, so I suppose we'll see them in exploring Kyoto and all that. You know, you know, when it comes to these slice of life, we're always going to go to, like, specific spots, because when you're following a school schedule, you always end up at the same place. Let me go back to the beginning, because I feel like my memory has just been wiped out. Of course, we've got the two girls who are after Yaguchi, but unfortunately, Yaguchi only has games in his head, and he just doesn't really understand love at the current moment, or perhaps he's at this point where he's just like, I'm just here for games, you know? I'm not really interested in girls, or whatever these things these guys are talking about. But we are, I say we as if we're, that he's slowly being introduced to the topic of romance, because, you know, they're in middle school now, and kids got all these fucking hormones that's coming, except for Yaguchi, I guess, because the games is really keeping him at bay. But we see with how he was introduced to the fact that, you know, of course, boys are interested in Oono, and he gets the front row seat to this one guy who's just out here confessing to Oono, and Oono just does not say anything. Again, she does not even shake her head, but people are just like, oh, I see from that facial expression of yours, it's a no. We also hear from Miyao, who said that he's planning on confessing to Oono during the Kyoto trip as well. So that's another confession that Yaguchi is going to probably see, I assume. You know, well, we'll see how that goes. I wonder if Yaguchi is gonna be there as his wingman. Anyways, God, what is with these boys and fucking coming and confessing to the girl without even trying to, I don't know, be friends with them first? Maybe it's just me, but maybe you should try and get to know them a little bit better and actually let them realize that you're an actual person and not just some random Randy who's going to come and confess to them, and they're just like, who the fuck is this person? I don't even know who you are. Anyways, yeah, Miyao's over here like,
I know I haven't talked to her much, you know, I feel like I don't really know her, but Just looking at her makes my heart flutter. I wonder if this is love. I don't know if it's actually love or not.
Again, that's just Yaguchi slowly being introduced into the whole romance aspect and all that. And, of course, he's the guy with the thick head, and he's probably not going to realize that Ono and Hidaka have some romantic interest in him until it just hits him right in his fucking face. Or at the very least until, cause like he's still getting this weird feeling. Well, I think he did particularly get a weird feeling when he was, when Miyao was talking about the whole romance thing. Yeah, cause like he was playing and then Miyao's over here like, oh, I'm thinking of confessing to someone. And then the moment he says, oh no, you know, he just freaks out. He's just like, what the fuck? I've never talked to her before. I don't know what kind of girl she is, but just looking at her, it makes my heart flutter. And I'm like, my guy, Jesus Christ. All I'm gonna say is that if you're going after a girl for her look, I mean, middle school, you know, you can make mistakes. I don't give a shit. Well, you know, as long as you learn from your mistakes and all that. But yeah, you don't even know who the fuck she is, and you're just like, I don't give a shit if she looks attractive or not. So yeah, I do wonder if that sort of feeling that Yaguchi had when he heard that Miyao is going to confess to Ono, you know, the second person he's heard that is going to confess to her in the school. And it kind of makes me wonder if he's going to start to feel just a little bit of that feeling of jealousy. But we'll have to see. You know, he's still very much into his games and all that, but like I said before, he's slowly getting introduced to the concept of romance. We did get to see more of Ono in this episode, which is nice. We get to see that she is certainly still feeling that anger and that jealousy that's just flaring from her, but Yaguchi, just like how he doesn't understand why Hidaka was upset in the beginning of this episode, he doesn't realize why she's mad at the current moment. But for something like this, you just really need to tell him straight on. Although, again, Ono currently does not speak. I mean, she probably will. She's probably talking when she's off screen. I like to assume that's what she's doing. She's only talking when she's off screen. She's just over here like, they don't pay me enough. I'm not gonna talk on camera. Yeah, she's still very much in that upsetness, and also the fact that when that boy who got rejected was trying to out Yaguchi, like, what's your relationship with her, huh? And Yaguchi's trying to figure out what's the appropriate thing to say, and he just ends up saying that Ono's a thorn in his side. God, dude. He just doesn't fucking realize that he's just upsetting her, and it's just fantastic. But you can kind of see the restraint that she has on him, unlike before. You know, when they were still sort of acquaintances before they became fully friends. Although, even though when they probably were friend-ish, well, I don't know. Before the relationship before that, you know, before she had this romantic interest in him, she held she did not hold back her punches. But now you can see that she's actually restraining herself, and how when she was coming closer to him after he said that she was a thorn in his side, and then ran after her to ask her, hey yo, by the way, can you teach me how you got Akuma? You know, like, his body was ready. He was just like, oh my god, he was just ready to get hit, but she didn't. And then at the hot spring, the hotel, when Yaguchi was just talking about his time hanging out with Hidaka, because of course, and she goes and she stomps on his feet. I have this feeling that she can probably do it at a much faster speed. Or maybe Yaguchi has just gone faster, you know, maybe his reflexes has gone faster, and that's why he was able to like, haha! You thought you could stomp on my feet? And then she just whips him with her hair. Which, again, it's not as bad as punching you right in your fucking face. To which, you know, if this was, what is this? Why can't I remember the name of the main character from Komi? Our main dude. Tadano, there you go, that's his name. Well, maybe if you were Tadano, you would have found yourself a new fetish, but... Anyways, yeah, it's pretty nice. I'm excited to see next episode. If that involves Miyao's confession to Ono, we'll just have to see. And also, I would like to see more of Miyao. He's a pretty nice guy, you know. He's a pretty chill dude. He gets some girls. It seems like, you know. He's a little popular with the girls, but he's still out here hanging out with Yaguchi of all people. So it's an interesting. Well, I mean, it's a dynamic that you see often, you know, with like a boy who's not popular, maybe a little shunned by the girls, and then the guy who is popular, and they just end up hanging out with each other and all that. So it is a dynamic that we've seen before, but I do like that dynamic, and I just want to see more of Miyao. But if I have anything else to say, I will write it in the description down below. Thank you guys for sticking around, and I will see you guys in the next episode.